Hello everyone, welcome back. Great to have you all here with me again today. Hope you're keeping well and healthy. Today we're just going to go through some very basic functions of Microsoft Word, especially for formatting. Some of you may be new to Microsoft Word or you've never really used it that much, but now you need to because you need to write a lot of essays for your university. So we're just going to go through some main functions here that are probably most beneficial for you. So as you can see on the top ribbon, there are so many different functions to Microsoft Word. It can be a little bit overwhelming if you're new to it, but today we're just going to concentrate on the basics. So the first thing I would like to show you, if you look at the Design tab, just circling it here, we have underneath here the text type. Here we have the text type, right? So let's just click open the text here, arrow, and as you can see, there are so many different text types we have, right? A lot here, so many, right? Probably the two most common are Times New Roman and Arial, especially that we use here at this university, right? So let's just click on Times New Roman. I'll bring my cursor here, just tap down. And let me just demonstrate to you what it looks like. So now we're going to use the text type Times New Roman. Okay, so there we have it. There's my very short sentence actually. Okay, so and that text has actually been written in Times New Roman, right? So I'm just going to highlight that text. Now let's say I would like to change that text. I'm not really happy the way it looks. I can just go up here to the small arrow here and click the arrow, and as I see, let's say I want to change it to Arial, and I click Arial, and there you go. You can see there, awesome, right? The text automatically changes. Yeah, so now the text is looking quite different from what it did before, right? Or let's just click it once more, and let's say I want to go back to Times New Roman, and there you go. It changes back. So that's quite a useful function for you to know the different types of texts that you can choose and where to choose them from. But as I mentioned, Times New Roman and Arial, probably the two most popular ones. So let's move on. As you can see here, we have a number 12, right? So what's 12? So yep, 12 is actually going to be the font size. As you can see, so 12, 4, 16, 18, and then 20. It gets bigger and bigger. So it goes up in increments of 2. Yeah, so as you can see, right? So depending on how large and how small you want your text, you can use this function here to adjust it. Typically speaking, most essays you'd use the font size or text size would probably be size 12 or even 11. Sometimes you could use even 14. So that's how you'd adjust the size of that text there, right? So those two functions quite important here, as you can see. All right. Let's say you have a heading and you want it to stand out. You can then use the bold function. This, as you can see, the letter B. I'm just circling. Click on B, and there you can go. As you see there, the text is now bold, right? Stands out a little bit more. So maybe you're writing essay and you want to put your title and you want it to stand out from the rest of the text, you'd use the bold function, right? Also, if you'd want to make that into the center of your page, as you can see here, we have these functions here. You choose the center function here. As you can see, so center, we have left, yeah, we have right, and then we have the center. We can just click center, and there you go. Your text will automatically move to the center of the document, right? Awesome, great. Another thing I'd like to show you, let me just go to my Word document. So this is an essay that I wrote last month. And what I'd like to show you is if you want to change the line spacing in your paragraph that you've written. As you can see, I've just highlighted this here for you. Let's say you want to change the line spacing. How would you do that? Well, quite simply, you just go to this icon with the 2 arrows here, just under review, the 2 arrows. You see a little small arrow, click the small arrow. Presently it's at 1.5, you can see where the tick is. If you'd like to change that to 2.0, as you can see the text size and the distance between the text increases, right? And if you want to make it smaller, you go then to 1.5, and the text then, as you can see, reduces. The spacing between each sentence has changed. So that's what we call the line spacing tab. So if you want to make it bigger, as you can see, 2.0, the line spacing between the sentences has changed. Want to revert it back, click on 1.5. Yeah, so typically speaking, most essays you'll use line spacing 2.0 or even perhaps 1.5, depending on your professor, what the requirements are there. All right, awesome. Let's say you want to copy and paste some text. How would you do that? You would simply just, let's say, highlight some text. Let's say I want to highlight up to here. You go right click and you can see copy that. Let's go back to my blank doc that I was working on. Space down, and I can then just right click again and click the paste option here. And there you go. There's my text there. As you can see, it looks pretty weird. It seems to be all over the place, right? It's not very neat. How can we make this text look neat and tidy? Quite simply, as you can see, we go back to our tabs at the top here. We're going to click this tab here. It's called Justify. So click on Justify. Watch now how this will change. It looks much cleaner and neater. And there you go. The text has changed, right? Much neater, right? I'll just show you again. So go back. Yeah, it looks pretty untidy, the text. Want to make it neat and tidy, you go to the Justify tab. So Justify, click Justify, and there you have it. Awesome. Our text, our paragraph now looks nice and neat. Remember, first impressions count, so it's quite important that your text is neat and tidy. Alright guys, I hope that's been of some use to you, and later on I'll be doing some more functions on Microsoft Word. So good luck with your essay writing, and catch you later.